Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. LawGuru welcomes you. So today in this video we will be discussing about summons. So before starting this video, if you have not subscribed my channel, please go subscribe so that you all get CRPC related videos regularly. So let's start this video, and first of all we will discuss or we will know what is a summon. So summons provides legal notice to a party about a lawsuit. It is the first official notice that a defendant receives to notify him or her that he or she is being sued. In some instances, the summons may specify specific court date, but in others it does not. The summons shall indicate the name of the court before which the person is required to remain present, along with the details of the case and the date on which the person is required to appear before the court. Okay, now we will know what is given in section 61, forms of summons. Section 61 of the Criminal Procedure Code deals with the provisions of summons, forms of summons. This section says that as per section 61 of the Criminal Procedure Code, every summon that may be issued by the court shall be in writing. It shall be in writing along with a duplicate copy bearing the signature of the presiding officer or the judge of the court or any such officer that may be authorized by the court, and also shall bear the seal of the court. Okay. Next, this is the sample of how the form of summon looks like. Okay. Now we will discuss how the summons are to be served. So according to section 62 of the Criminal Procedure Code, every summons shall be served by a police officer, okay, or by an officer of the court issuing it, or any other public servant. And if it is possible that the summons be served personally to the person summoned, then it shall be done that way. It means the summons shall, if practicable, be served personally, be served directly, or be given directly to the person summoned by delivering or tendering to him one of the duplicates of the summons. And every person on whom a summons is so served, if so required by the serving officer, if the serving officer wants a signature of the person who has been summoned on the back of the receipt, on the back of the other duplicate, then that person who has been summoned has to do that. Okay. Now we will discuss service of summons on corporate bodies and societies. The summon may be served on a corporation or any entity by serving it on a specifically designated representative of the entity. For example, an office manager or secretary or even director. Okay. Now, service when person summoned cannot be found. This provision is given under section 64 of the Criminal Procedure Code. If in any case, if the person who is being summoned cannot be found, the summons may be served on an adult male member of the family who resides with the person summoned. Where the person summoned cannot, by the exercise of due diligence, be found, the summons may be served by leaving one of the duplicates for him with some adult male member of his family residing with him, and the person with whom the summons is so left shall, if so required by the serving officer, sign a receipt therefore on the back of the other duplicate. And here the family member does not include the persons who is being summoned, his friends or any servant, maid servant. It does not include. Now, procedure when service cannot be effected as before provided. The provision of this procedure when service cannot be effected as before provided is given in section 65 of the Criminal Procedure Code. So, if service cannot by the exercise of due diligence be effected as provided in section 62, 63 or 64, the serving officer shall affix one of the duplicates of the summons to some conspicuous part of the house or homestead in which the person summoned ordinarily resides. And thereupon the court, after making such inquiries as it thinks fit, may either declare that someone has duly served or order fresh service in such manner as it consider proper. So here, in any case, if the summon could not be served either on a concerned person or any adult male member of the family residing with him or her, after necessary due diligence, the serving officer, it may be police officer or any other officer who is issuing it, or any other public servant, then that serving officer may affix the duplicate copy of the summon on the door or any other noticeable part of the residence, like it is written here, some conspicuous part of the house or homestead. The court, upon making necessary inquiries as the case may be, either declared that the summon has been duly served or may issue a fresh summon for service in such manner as it may consider proper. In CPC or in Civil Procedure Code, we have studied the substituted mode of service of summons, that is given in Order 5 Rule 20. Similarly, it is given in Section 65. Okay. Now we will discuss service of summons on government servant. This is given under Section 66 of the Criminal Procedure Code. Here, if the person summoned is a government servant or he is in a government service, then the summon has to be sent to the head of the department in which such person is employed. The head of the department has to then serve the same on the concerned person and submit a report before the court with appropriate signatures, endorsements. In addition to the aforesaid, when the person has to be summoned as a witness, the court may also direct a copy of summon may be served on the person by the registered post acknowledgement due along with the service in any of the above modes that I have discussed now. Once the service of summoning has been effected, once the summon is served, the person summoned has to remain present before the court. If in any case the person summoned cannot appear before the court, then it is mandatory to inform the court of the circumstance or the reason why he cannot appear before the court, and upon the discretion of the court, the person may be allowed to appear on a next date. Under no circumstance the person should avoid appearing before the court. In the event if the person summoned fails to appear before the court, then the court may hold the person in contempt and or even issue warrant against that person. Now, service of summons outside local limits. This is given under Section 67 of the Criminal Procedure Code. This section says, when a court desires that a summons issued by it shall be served at any place outside its local jurisdiction, it shall ordinarily send such summons in duplicate to a magistrate within whose local jurisdiction the person summoned resides or is to be there served. So here it is written that if there is a court, for example in Alipur, it issues a summon to person A so that he can come to the court, appear before the court, but the person A resides or lives in Howrah district. So here the court or the judge in Alipur who is issuing the summons, that judge will send such summons in duplicate to a magistrate of Howrah within whose local jurisdiction the person summoned resides. A resides in Howrah, so the Alipur court will send such summons in duplicate to the magistrate of Howrah, and their summons will be served to that person. Okay, I hope this video is clear to you. If you have any doubt in this video, please do comment, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for more such videos. For then, thank you.